Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Macho Man tonight. The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better. And I'm the World Wrestling Federation champion, and you're not!
Oh my goodness!
Gotta have beef, gotta have spice, need a little excitement. Step into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah! And when you look into my eyes, the eyes of the Macho King, you see victory! The Macho King Randy Savage is the one person that nobody should bet against because you'll all go broke, yeah? Oh yeah, dig it? Yeah!
I am the type of person that doesn't talk negative. I stay positive. Lex Luger, we got a date with Destiny right now, yeah?
And that's the Survivor Series! The Ultimate Warrior and the Macho Man! The Ultimate Maniac will survive! Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of heat time!
Elizabeth with her arms outstretched! Tears flowing down!
What better way to show your Port pride than the Keyport Football Alumni Association?
And the Keensburg Alumni Association presenting
the Keyport Red Raiders versus the Kingsburg Titans Alumni Football Game 2018.
Ooh, when?
And where?
Okay, on Saturday, June 16th at 4:05 p.m. at Kingsburg High School, the pads will go on again to keep the rivalry alive. It's a chance for alumni to play the game they love one more time.
The KFAA's yearly goals provide financial support to Keyport American Youth Football, Keyport High School Football, and also our annual scholarships to deserving seniors from KHS.
And it builds the bond between the two communities through volunteer, mentoring, and social activities.
Exactly! Please come out and support the Keyport High School Alumni Football team for this great event.
Tickets are $10 as of May 14th at the Board of Education office, Broad Street, Keyport, New Jersey.
Any t-shirts available?
Yes, t-shirts too. Your support helps the KFAA achieve those annual goals to support the youth in our community.
Need more information? Email keyportalumni@gmail.com.
Or you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Again, that's June 16th with a 4:05 p.m. kickoff at Kingsburg High School.
Remember, once a Raider, always a Raider.
Ooh, yeah! I am the cream of the crop. And I think that the spotlight should go on top because I am Macho Man Randy Savage.
Always trying to be the one outlaw. Be my one last dying, wishing well. Oh well, long live the
We have a new champion, the Macho Man Randy Savage, one
Yeah, I'm the Macho Man Randy Savage, yeah. And this is the First Lady of Wrestling, Elizabeth, the inspiration of inspiration, yeah. Elizabeth, will you marry me?
Oh, yeah.
Got to make hay when the sun is shining. Can't waste time when it comes time to dance.
You know something? Maybe I am insane. Too hot to handle and too cold to hold. You could be the court gesture for the Macho King, but if you weren't funny, slap you and knock you out. I'm thinking I hear voices, but my eyes don't lie. Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time. See this? Right there in the mouth! Macho Man Randy Savage on fire right now, yeah! Wow, man, freak out! Ooh, yeah! Dig it!
He's outrageous, he's mean.
He's Macho Man, here's Randy Savage.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage.
It was Macho Man.
Isn't it great we didn't wear the same outfit? No excitement? Step into a Slim Jim! Oh, yeah! Macho Madness bandwagon is going on and on and on and on. History beckons to Macho Man.
No matter how far, how heavy this load, it never lets go.
And congratulations to one of the most popular superstars, colorful performers in sports entertainment history. Two-time WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, WCW champion, the Macho Man, the late great Randy Savage. And guys, breaking news, this just in, the man who will induct him into the Hall of Fame, once a bitter rival, then an awesome friend from the Mega Powers, the Hall of Famer himself, Hulk Hogan. And it all happens the night before WrestleMania.
Tell me what to say. Okay.
We're live at the big event, and I am here with Leaping Lanny Poffo, also known as the Genius. Lanny, welcome to the big event.
The big event, yes. You can call me the Genius, full of glory and renown.
Love it. I love it. A couple questions I want to ask you. One was, I understand that your dad Angelo was very heavily involved in the wrestling business. Did you join, in the business because of him, or was it more that something that you really wanted to do yourself?
Well, I got into the business in 1973. My parents were very upset that I didn't want to go to college. I said, listen, I didn't even want to graduate high school, but I did it because of them. My dad said, well, you just don't look like a wrestler, you look like a teenage boy. And I said, well, I feel that I have what it takes. So next thing you know, I'm in the business, and that was 1973. And then in 1985, I make my debut 30 years ago in Madison Square Garden.
You had the gimmick of writing some poems on frisbees. I remember those, throwing them into the crowd, and that's all your material?
Yes, but I stole the gimmick from a guy named Al Costello. Do you know him?
I don't.
He was in the Fabulous Kangaroos. Roy Hefferman, Al Costello, and Wild Red Berry. He used to... Who is this? Anyway, he used to throw boomerangs into the crowd, cardboard boomerangs. So I said, what could I throw that would soar? And I said, frisbees, and I put a poem on each one. And then finally they started marketing them. And they used to sell out every night because I used to go sign them. And because at the time the richest man in the world was Sam Walton. Walmart. And he said, what's the key to your success? From Bentonville, Arkansas, all the way to #1. He said, sell for less and be nice to people. So and I was on TNT and I did a poem, and Vince said, that's great. From now on, you do a poem before every match.
It worked. I mean, it was something that it kind of stuck with you. People knew you for that, and then you kind of got into the gimmick of the genius, coming down with your mortarboard and gown, and you had the nice metal scrolls. And but my one memory of you is you did the coronation for your brother when he became the king of WWE. And I want to say thank you, because I was like, that's a moment that'll last in my lifetime forever. The words that you said, the two of you in the ring together, which leads me to my next question is, how come the two of you never were in the ring together?
Well, I'll get back to that in a minute, but you got me all excited, and I want to go back in time, and I want to say,
please do.
Behold, this humble entourage. Their heads are bowed in reverence at the very slightest whisper of one name, exalting in his pleasure, I'm 60 years old now, exalting in his splendor, which is altogether fitting of the people and the lands from whence he came. False monarchies are commonplace as kingdoms rise and fall, but I, the genius full of glory and renown, say the Macho Man is everything that everybody everywhere would ever want to wear a crown. I say this king deserves a queen beside him on the throne. Sherry is the fairest in the land. Nobody else is worthy of this monumental honor and the regal splendor of his royal hand. We witness the dethroning of one Jim the Hacksaw Duggan, whose crown and robe are in a state of ravage. Ho! I now remove my mortarboard and place it near my heart, and thus proclaim you Macho King Randy Savage.
See, still gives me the chills.
Yeah, it's my favorite poem of all time.
Now, did you ever think of maybe marketing that? Putting it on a print with you and your brother, or maybe the scene from the ring, and marketing that?
I've got 2 books out, and that poem is in one of the books.
Okay. So, how come you and Randy never squared off in the ring, tagged up, nothing?
Well, these decisions are not made by myself or my brother, but we all had a niche to fill, and I did my best with what I had.
No, you did. You played, as I like to call it, the ultimate heel. You didn't need a belt. You did your job. People hated you, And I kind of feel like they took the Damien Sandow character when he first came in with the robe and everything. I feel that they kind of got that character from your genius character.
Well, I thought it was a fantastic form of flattery, and Randy wasn't upset either about black machismo. So, it's a form of flattery. In fact, he gave him his blessings.
2 more questions. One I'd like to ask you is, do you feel that a tremendous amount of pressure may be lifted off your shoulders now that you gave the okay for Randy to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
You have no idea how relieved I am, but the hardest part is convincing my mother. She's 88 years old, she's Jewish, very, very stubborn. Her feelings were hurt, no condolences. And, Randy, she knew that, just like I did, that Randy's wishes were the Poffo family or nothing. But when I just turned 60 years of age, but that's supposed to be a big deal. But that wasn't for me. 59 was the biggest deal for me, because that was the day I became the older brother. And I thought about all the times I didn't get my way. Marcia. So I said, well, I can get my way now. And the fans had suffered long enough. And in the words of the late Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Live long and prosper.
Absolutely. And why Hogan?
You know what? Just like Rodney King, can't we all get along? I'm only going to live, let's say I live to be 100. That's only 40 more years. I'm not going to spend one